Well, hello to all of my sunflower and diamond friends. How are you all doing? That was quite a bit, wasn't it? So, how is everyone? And by the way, I'm Jackie Williams and I live in Ellis, Kansas. So, let's start with our prayer card and we'll go from there. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept my faith. 2 Timothy 4:7. So there it is. And that's usually my cover on my YouTube channel. So now we can get started. Has everyone's week been? Mine's been pretty good, I must admit. It's been really nice. Our weather is really crazy right now. It's supposed to get down to 29 degrees. This is Friday. I'm taping this Friday and I'll post it for Saturday at 2 p.m. But yeah, it's supposed to get 29 degrees tonight. It's like, brr. And we need rain. Oh my goodness, do we ever need rain? So yeah. Before I move this to my thing, we'll go ahead and practice the signing of the ABCs. We, I think, got up to, I don't remember. But we'll just go ahead and keep going. Okay, so this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is E, and this is F, this is G, H, I, J, K, and L. We'll go up to there and then we'll continue on. So, yep, that's the alphabet. If you want, I can do it again. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. It's like a candy cane. You're drawing upside down candy cane. J, K, and L. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and get started here. How has everyone's week been? Mine's been pretty good, I must say. Let me pour some of these diamonds in my thing. Oh, my Amazon order came in this week. I was really pleased. And let me show you. I purchased a desk pad. Oh, goodness. Let's see here. Is it this way? Okay. Whoops. Whoa, don't. That was close. I almost threw that on the floor. So, let's see. Maybe make that out. Okay. Let's see. Yep, right here. It's pink. There we go. Sorry about that. Anyway, I'm going to see how that works. It's supposed to be leather, so that's kind of nice. All right, so let me put you back. No, don't need to. Okay, let me, hold on. Turn my light back on. Now let me move you really, really up close and personal here, if I can. Okay, yep, I'm right here. All right, I'm putting, it's Z437, and it has I would say it's, I don't know if it's an AB or a very, it has some sparkle to the, what you call it, diamonds it has. So it makes it really kind of pop and stand out there. So yeah. Okay, so last week, Saturday, my husband went for his massage for his lower back, and he said it really helped. So that's a good thing. Then we left to go to Manhattan, and it's about, I can't remember, 2-hour drive? Yeah, about a 2-hour drive. And so, when we exit off of I-70 and headed like well, it's kind of like you're going to Manhattan, I text Gary's stepmom and told her that we had just exited off I-70 and we was heading to see Dad. And she said she was at her apartment, and she said she'd be leaving here shortly. And so she said, I'll see you there. So I said, okay. And anyway, so when we get to the place there in Manhattan, we was just parking the pickup, or the car, excuse me, we used my car. I seen her pull in, and so I told my husband, I said, perfect timing. So then we walked to her car, and then we walked in with her, and then she showed us where he was because he has a different room. And so we get in there, and he wasn't there, so she said, I'll go find him. And then she came back, and he's in a wheelchair, but he was wide awake while we was there, and we got to visit with him. He tried to talk, but he couldn't very well. I mean, he did try. So he just kind of listened to us visit and everything. And then I told them, I said to her that, I said, you remember I had asked you if Dad belonged to a VFW, and I said, you said no, which is fine. He belongs to the American Legion. And she said that the VFW up in Norton closed some time ago. And I said, well, that's fine. So I showed them the one that Gary and his brother Jeff picked out for me to do for their dad. So I told them, it's not going to be done this year. I said, first I got to finish the one I'm working on. I said, then when that one's done, I have to do one for my uncle because it will go to the Hayes VFW. Then I said, I will do the one for you. And so they said, okay. I said, until then, I said, don't worry about it. I said, when Jackie gets going, she will take pictures and everything so you can see it. So they thought that was pretty cool, that I was willing to do that and then donate it. So, yeah. And then, Sunday, we didn't do much of anything because Saturday, I woke up, I think it was 3 o'clock. I couldn't go back to sleep, so I got up and I came and painted and everything. And we had a foggy morning on Saturday. And then, we left and went to Manhattan. Then when we left from Manhattan, we was there about probably an hour. I want to say maybe an hour. For sure that. Because I could tell his dad was getting tired. So I said that we was going to leave so he could, rest. I didn't want him to overdo it. And so we left, and then we went and stopped back in Salina and went to a few places, stores down there. And yes, I went in the Hobby Lobby there, because they do have one. And I do have to show you what I did find. Oh dear. Hold on here. I found the Highland Cow Patriotic. They only had one left, so I took it. So it's going to look pretty cute when it's done. Oh, and my, well, I don't have it here. I took it to work. But the other thing that I purchased at Hobby Lobby was, it said, I think, USA. It had stars. Well, I found some stars. And so I put them in on my USA thing, so it looks really nice. So Hobby Lobby needs to do that. When they have stars, they need to include stars. I mean, I know this Highland Cow has some stars, but like the ribbon, it could have some stars. I think it just helped make it pop a little bit. But, and it's nice that you can bling it up the way you want. So that's what I did. I added some stars to it. So, yep. And then I was starting to get tired. I said, I'm just ready to start heading home. Well, he wanted to stop at a sporting goods store, so I told him, I said, you go, I'm going to stay in the car. Well, then I decided I better go bathroom before we got on the road, so I did go in the building, but he didn't know I was in there, because I don't know where. Well, yeah, he probably was in the fishing aisles, but that's okay. I just went bathroom, and went back out to the car. Finally, he came out and he says, you want to do anything else? I said, yes. I said, I'm just ready to go home. I said, my day has been long. I am tired. And I was starting to get very grouchy. And he was not happy with me. I said, well, I'm sorry. I don't like it because I was up at 3. I said, no. He goes, well, sleep on the way home. I said, yeah. Then I do that. Then I go to bed. Then I won't be able to sleep. I said, no. I said, I'm going to stay awake. So I pretty much did. And then we got to Russell. And I said, let's stop at, it's called Meridy's. And they have a buffet. That's about the only place that has a buffet anymore. In Hayes, there are no places that have a buffet. So we did. We stopped there and we ate supper, and I tell you what, I didn't think I was hungry, but I was, because I just had chicken wings, because they had fried chicken, and boy, oh boy, those things were delicious. They sure hit the spot. So, yep. And I think, well, then we stopped by my sister, because they live in Victoria and they live on the farm. So as you exit off by Victoria, you go north about half of a mile, and then you can go to their farm. So I needed 2 dozen of eggs, and luckily she had some, so we picked them up, and then we went home, and I think it was close to 9 when we got home. I can't remember. Yep. And then Sunday, um, we ended up going in the Hayes to have breakfast. Because I told him, I said, I'm just not going to cook. I said, later on, if you want a snack, that's fine. So that's what we did. We went in the Hayes and had breakfast, and it was good. It hit the spot. I had a waffle. It was so yummy. And it was so nice on Sunday. So yeah. My husband ended up going fishing for a little while on Sunday. He didn't catch anything, but that's okay. So, yep. And then it was back to work. And then Tuesday, I had a vacation day because I had to take my dad to a doctor's appointment at 1:30. Well, Monday evening, my brother calls me and he says, you need to go with Dad to Great Bend. I said, what for? Well, he needs to have his boots resoled. And there's a gentleman down there in Great Bend, they call him the boot doctor. So that's what we did. Tuesday, we went down to Great Bend. And we went to Walmart. I helped him put gas in his pickup. And then I made a stop. They have an orthopedic clinic down there. And that's where I had my right hand carpal tunnel done. So I wanted to make an appointment because I know I need to have my left hand. So, and surprisingly, I do have an appointment on the 27th of April here in 2 weeks. So I was kind of shocked about that. I thought, seriously, I thought maybe May or June would be when I would get in. So April is fine. And then we went and ate lunch, went back, picked up his boots, and we headed out so we could get the Hayes. And let me tell you, we made it in time. His appointment was at 1:30. We made it there by 1:11. So, yeah. And we was in at the VA clinic until 2:30, I think, and then we went home, and I was going to have a hair appointment at 4, but I called my hairdresser and I said, would I be able to come and you can do my hair, or are you busy? She said, no. She said, actually, I don't have anybody until you was supposed to come at 4. I said, well, tell you what, I'm leaving Mom and Dad's now. I'm coming to your shop. So she said, that's fine. So yeah, I got in earlier. I think it was, let's see. I think 3:15 when I got there, 3:20 give or take. So yeah, it was nice. So then when I was done, I went and got gas in my car and I came home. Because that was another long day for me. So, but Dad's appointment went really good. So he doesn't need to go back until in October, I think, or September. I can't remember. I'll have to look at the card again. So, which is good. And then Wednesday, at work, the auditors came. So there was a lot of things going on that day. And then Thursday, was yesterday. Not too much there. Actually, I didn't go where during my lunch hour yesterday. So, I diamond painted a little bit, not a lot. Because I went on Facebook to post something. And then, you know, the time just gets away from you. Yep. And then today, not too bad of a day, actually. I'm just glad it's Friday and I'm ready. So I thought we went and had supper over at our country club. And then when we came back, I thought I need to sit down and get going on this and tape my WIP enchant so I can post it tomorrow. So, yep. So those of you who listen to my WIP enchants, are you guys working on anything? If you are, put it down in the comments. I like to just know what you're working on. You know me, I'm still working on US Hero. It's gonna be a while. I still keep telling myself I'm gonna finish by August 1st. I'm gonna see. Oh, last night I didn't get to go over because, like I said, I was tired last night. I was in bed by 8:30. I would have been probably in bed sooner, but I had a few things I had to do before I could really get to bed. So, anyway. Yep. Oh, the things I had purchased from Amazon are all pretty good except that steamer, the clothes steamer. It wouldn't steam, so I returned that today during my lunch hour. I know I've seen one on TikTok, so I think I'm going to go with that after I get my refund back from Amazon. I think Amazon needs to work at their product, how do you want to say it, their products, because like I said, this steamer, I think you did it one time, this, I could see the steam come out, then after that, nothing. I tried all sorts of different things and just no steam. Now, like I said, I seen one on TikTok, so I think I'm going to purchase that one. Oops. So, yep. I must say, the things I've already purchased off of TikTok, I really like a lot. The items have all been really, really good. I did wear my one dress that I purchased from TikTok yesterday. It was funny. My husband seen the dress. He says, "Oh, you look really nice." I said, "Well, thank you." And then I don't remember how it was. He said, I think he said it looked like the dress was from the 80s. I said, "No, it's not." I said, "I got it off of TikTok." That's cute how you said that. I was like, nope. But the ladies at work, a few of them said they thought it was really cute dress. So I said, good. I'm glad you thought so. Because I said I was kind of unsure. Okay, come on. I charged my diamond pen this morning, and it seems like a few of the diamonds I don't want to pick up for some reason. I don't know why. There we go. Now, we were supposed to have rain last week Saturday, and it didn't happen. And we were supposed to get some today too, but once again, nothing. I should say in our area we have nothing, central Kansas. Now, I did see on Facebook around the Kansas City area, they've gotten quite a bit of rain because they actually have flooding. I guess they have to close I-70 because they have flooding. And Monday night in Ottawa County, which is around the Topeka area, they had a tornado. And then I think it was Wednesday evening, it's a town called Hillsdale, not Spring, Hillsdale. I guess they had a tornado touchdown also. And the way it sounds, it did quite a bit of damage. So, yep, it is tornado season. But it was all around back east, in eastern Kansas, should say. So we didn't have to worry about it, which is good. I do not like tornadoes. Or the hail, but, you know, not much you can do. If it's gonna do it, it will do it on its own. So... Oh, I think I was going to say something, then I kind of got sidetracked. Yeah, about last night at the Historical Society Museum. I do know him. He's our old neighbor, because he lives in Hayes now and I live over here. But at one time we were neighbors. Even though we lived out in the country and they were up the road from us about a mile, we still consider his family our neighbor. Anyway, he presented on music, German music, and I wanted to go, but like I said, I was so tired. And then I happened to be on Facebook this evening, and I seen he's going to be over here in Ellis at the library. So I am going to try very hard to go and listen to it, since it's going to be here in Ellis. So yeah, it's going to make it nice. And then next week, Wednesday, I have a meeting at the museum for, it's called Kid Fest, because in June we're having, I think it's 9/11, something for the kids, because, you know, we're celebrating the Volga Germans coming here. Anyway, then Thursday, we have a regular meeting, the 150th celebration meeting, and I guess we're going to take a group picture. So I told my husband I have to go to Wednesday's meeting and I have to go to Thursday's. So I told him we'll try to go out to eat on Wednesday, because I'm just going to be staying in Hayes and I won't have time. Thursday, I'll come up with a meal that won't take too long to make, because I think our meeting starts at 6:30. So, yep. Oh dear. The yawnies are coming. All right. Oh, yeah, you could see pretty good. Okay. All right. I think that's it. Where am I on time? Pretty good. So anyway, let's see. Oh, I went to Hobby Lobby Monday. Or was it Wednesday? Maybe it was Wednesday. Well, anyway, so I did purchase. Oh, here they are. Okay. Let me turn you around to show you here so you can see me. Here are my stars. I found them. That's what they look like. And they did fit in on the stars on my diamond painting thing. And then, look what I found. Hot pink cowboy boots, or cowboy hats. I like to turn them into earrings. I'll have to see how talented I can be. So yeah, they're just plastic. So, and then I found these iridescent butterflies. Aren't they cute? Yeah. I have two packages. This one, I have this one and the other one, but I don't know where I stuck the other one. So, oh, here it is. You have it. Oops. There's the other packet. Actually, I'm going to prove it to you. I got two. So anyway, that's about it. This is a Hobby Lobby find. I think I purchased it last year. Kind of cute, the Highland cow. So, all right. With that being said, I'm going to say good night for now, because it is Friday night after 8 o'clock, I think. So I was able to diamond paint for a little bit. It's really coming along really nice. I am really pleased. I got, how do you want to say, like a rhythm going. I know how to do this better than when I first started. So yeah, it's coming along. I have my fingers crossed. It's going to be done by August. So, all right. I'm going to say bye for now. I love you all, and I shall see you next week. And can you believe next week, Saturday, is the last Saturday of April? Sorry. All of a sudden, God. Dry throat. All right, guys. I will see you next week. Okay. Bye for now.